Here's our old house, looking completely different. Hi. Little free library. Take a book, share a book. Lots of Christmas decorations. This is the street I used to walk on my way to Kahala Elementary School. Uninflated Santa and something. This is Moho Street. Rather sad looking Grinch. Another White House. And there's Kahala Elementary School. And over in there, I used to go to a class for gifted students. And that meant I didn't have to do cafeteria duty, which made me very upset because I wanted to dish out rice. This is Kahala Elementary, my alma mater. There's the cafetorium where I was one of the three wise men in a Christmas play and wore a blue robe. And it was the first time I remember hearing the song "O Holy Night," which isn't exactly new. It was written in the 1840s, I think. And over in that building, there were girls playing jacks, and I threw a rock on the jack thing. So one of the girls pushed me, and I hit my head on one of those concrete things that sort of shields the door. Here's another view of the cafetorium where we ate our lunch and also where I did my starring role in the play as one of the three wise men. There's backstage. And then this giant block, which is the school and also this field, duty principal ran me around the block, dragging my little skinny hand around this entire block running because I wouldn't participate in tetherball. But what he didn't know is that I have shortened Achilles tendon, so any running causes me great pain. And I tried to explain that to him, but he wasn't really into listening. So not really sure what happened to him after my mother got through with complaining. Pretty bad. I kept saying, no, don't do this. But he wouldn't listen to me because I was just a little kid. Look, welcome to Kahala Elementary School. Didn't have this here, this palaka pattern. They didn't have this giant parking lot either. I think right up here is where the scene of the tetherball incident took place. Horrible teacher reported me to the principal. Her name was Miss Reichart, and I heard later that she had died unloading groceries from her car, and that car slipped back and ran over her. And in this building with a big E, this classroom nearest to us is my 6th grade classroom with Mrs. Kaluakini. But this athletic field, when I was a kid, was all just tall grass. Look, the tetherball things are here. I think they've moved a bit, but they're still here. No dumping. And in this classroom, the one that's nearest to us, one day there was a tsunami alert, and Mrs. Kaluakini looked out that way towards the sea. Across this field, it was all just tall grass, and said that when she saw the tidal wave coming, we should run. I remember her telling us, run, run. I don't think we could have outrun a tidal wave, a tsunami. But Mrs. Kaluakini thought we could. She also taught us that the textbook was wrong, that the plural of sheep is sheeps. Strange pyramid-shaped structure. When I was a kid, I was impatient about the mail. So if I was home, like on summer vacation, I'd get in the car and I would go searching for the mailman. Kelly was his name. He was a good-natured soul. He would keep the mail sort of on the dashboard of his truck, expecting me to come along looking for it. Here we are heading back towards Makaiwa Street. And this house on the left with the brown fence right here, that's where our newspaper boy lived. Sanford Pitchford. He's in some of the old monster movies that we made. And his brother wrote the musical Fame. So it's funny that our connection to Fame came through our paper boy who lived behind this brown fence. Although the brown fence wasn't there when we were a kid. This is Makaiwa Street, and we turn left, and our car should be there. It's the end of our taking Kahala for a walk, while Marjorie is at the dentist. I think these are pomegranates, aren't they? I like this house with its bizarre 3-level deck. I've never seen a living soul up there. It would be hot as Hades up there on the top deck. And you'd have a lovely view of essentially your neighbors. Probably a good idea, they thought when they built it. Maybe not such a good idea in reality. Although I like climbing ladders and being high up, although I don't like heights.